Okay, now we've got adding and subtracting integers. So when adding integers, you're going to move to the right in the positive direction on a number line. And when subtracting integers, you're going to move to the left on the number line. So for example, let's say we had -2 minus 3. So we're going to start here at -2. So -1, -2. So we're starting here. And since we're subtracting, we're going to be going from here. And when you're subtracting integers, move in the negative direction. So we're going to be moving to the left 3. So 1, 2, 3. So this is -3. We end up here at -5. So -2 minus 3 is -5. Here we've got -2 plus 5. So we're going to be starting here at -2. And plus means you're moving in the positive direction or to the right on the number line. And we're going to move 5 spots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, just +3. So -2 plus 5 is +3. A property of adding and subtracting integers. So subtracting a number is the same as adding its opposite. So if you see something like this, a minus b, you could think of it as a plus a negative integer. So instead of thinking of it as subtraction, you could think of it as adding a negative integer instead. So for example, if you had 8 minus 3, you could think of it as 8 plus a -3. It'll just give you the same answer. Some other useful properties of adding and subtracting is you could think of addition the same as subtracting a negative integer. And the reason why this works is remember that a negative times a negative gives you a positive result. So you could think of a minus a negative b as being a minus 1 times -1b, and a -1 times a -1 gives you a +1b, which is just a plus b. So here's kind of an example. It also works in the reverse, which is kind of actually what I did here. That if you have an integer minus a negative integer, these negatives kind of cancel each other out and become a positive, and it turns subtracting a negative integer into adding 2 positive integers. So here we've got 8 minus a -3. So the negatives cancel out and become a positive. So you actually have 8 plus 3, and that gives you 11.